Hello everybody, welcome to Crafty Soup. Today I have for you a layout process video featuring large titles, and this is a challenge over at the Counterfeit Kit Challenge community. So if you're interested in participating, I will leave links for you so that you can get in touch with our group. Totally free, fun, inspirational group. So I particularly wanted to use these photos because my kit this month features a lot of the Vicki Boutin Fernwood collection, which has blackberry embellishments in there. And so I knew I wanted to use these photos. But as I was going through my supplies, I realized I didn't include a lot of the big title pieces that Vicki Boutin is known for in her collections. So later on, I will go to my supplies and pull in more of this Fernwood collection to add to this kit. And here you can see I've got the sticker book and I've got the chipboard pieces. And I'm looking through them to figure out, and the puffy phrase pieces. I'm going through them trying to figure out what I want my title to be around all of these pieces. And I have a few ideas, but I haven't quite narrowed it down yet. So I set them aside and eliminate the things that I know are not going to work. And then I go ahead and start building my layout before I kind of finalize my title. And I'm starting by pulling out background pattern papers to see what I think will work here. I have this corrugated cardboard in there that I'm pretty sure I want to map my photos on, but until I've chosen my background paper, I'm not quite sure. And this is where I start narrowing down my title ideas. So I already had those gold puffy stickers in my kit, so I know I want to use those. I eliminate the wreath print because there's not enough room for my photos, and then the lemon print doesn't quite capture the mood that I wanted to, even though she was working in the kitchen making jam with these blackberries. That's not quite the story I wanted to tell here. So I've got more narrowed down title idea. So I build a banner piece, large banner piece that's going to hold my title. I decide to go ahead and map my photos on that corrugated cardboard. I just like the roughness of it because picking blackberries is not a smooth event. So I like that roughness of the cardboard to go with this story. I did mat my main blackberry photo on some like butterfly paper, but you will see me change that later because there is not enough contrast at all going on between that photo and the busy background print. Now, partially I chose that background print because it's really hard for me to use those really busy, bold background pattern papers. So I wanted to make sure I got that piece used up. So there you just saw me change up the pattern paper mat for that blackberry photo, and there's a lot more contrast now between that photo and that background, especially since that background is so busy. Then I wanted to carry in some of that pattern paper to other spots of the layout, so I added some torn strips up at the top of my title banner, and that's going to help anchor the whole title down. And then I'm cutting apart the pieces from these phrase stickers that I'm pretty sure I'm going to use for my title. So it reads Document Everyday Home Stories. And then there was an extra little phrase that said sweet that totally makes sense with this story. Now, once I cut apart all of my phrase stickers, I just tuck them into a little storage envelope. Those are commonly used for storing stamps, but I love to store my embellishments in them. So I get those tucked away so that they can stay together without getting, sticky, detached stickers everywhere. And then here is a tip that if you've followed me at all, you probably have seen me do this before. I take a piece of low-tack tape, tear it off, fold the end over so I have a handle, and then put it across word, stickers, embellishments, even like alphabet stickers that I've gotten lined up just right. And that will hold everything in place so I can get it all attached in one fell swoop. And that is a tip I learned a while ago that has been a lifesaver for me. So hopefully it will be a lifesaver for you as well. Now you can see here when I do this home phrase, I don't use the tape there, and then I end up fussing with it a whole bunch to try and get it positioned how I want it to be. And since it's only 4 stickers, that's not such a big deal. It gets more exhausting when you have like 6 to 7 letters like in the Word document. At any rate, I'm moving on with the rest of my title. I'm trying to figure out where I want that blackberry photo to be, on top, below, left, right. And then I realize there's an opportunity here to really tuck pieces together. So I can get that word stories tucked right in between the little bowls in that picture. And I really like to overlap little bits and pieces. You can see I even moved the photo up a little bit to overlap the Y from every day onto the photo. So I like everything to be touching and cohesive. And then you just saw me use that tape one last time to mask off an area of my journal stamps so that I can put my journal lines on there without going off the end of that banner tag. And then at this point, it's just the matter of getting some bits and pieces on here. And you can see me struggling with some of those Vicki Boutin elements because she does like to go large with her elements. And that is one reason why I was kind of surprised I didn't have the title work in here that I needed. But it was there. I just hadn't tucked it into my kit. So I went to the supplies and got them out. At any rate, I'm just building up little embellishment clusters here and there around the layout. I included some birds because we were outside in nature, a little house because being at home so much during the pandemic, we've tried to find lots and lots of things to do in a safe way that we can still have a good time. So I just keep building up all these embellishment clusters. In my kit this month, I created these faux wood buttons, and so I really wanted to get some of those on there. I've got some feather wood veneer, so I'm tucking those little pieces here and there and trying to build up layers with things in front of, tucked behind, popped up, down lower, so that I can get a variety of textures and elements on here, and adding some of the ribbon to that little wood tag down there at the bottom. And that's pretty much going to finish off my layout for this time. So I get my journaling on there. I go ahead and add a date stamp to there. I've been forgetting to date my layouts lately, and as I'm starting to put them away in albums, I'm finding that problematic. So I'm trying to really work hard on getting my layouts dated. And that finishes off this layout for this time. So I hope you got something helpful out of this video about using large titles or little tips and tricks about building up varied titles or embellishment clusters. I would appreciate a thumbs up if you did get something helpful out of this video. And I will be back later this week with some more inspiration for you. So please join me then. I'll see you next time.